about the technology, what the funding will be used for, and what do you expect from a next round of these trials? Obviously, efficacy and progress from that point onwards is the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very excited. So Synchron's developing a brain-machine interface, like you mentioned, a technology that allows people with paralysis to control external equipment such as computers just by thinking about it and using their minds. We've completed a number of trials in Australia, a first in human trial, and this funding will help us continue this journey while we go to the US and we start doing an early feasibility trial and then a pivotal trial, and allow us to complete the safety and efficacy trials of this technology and help us get it out there to the people that need it.
How significant is it to have backers the likes of Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates?
I think it's amazing for the industry as a whole, certainly for us. I think it provides some confidence and certainly some hope for people with paralysis that there is a solution. We have a solution and it's coming, and certainly by them joining us, we'll be able to get through the next phase quickly and safely, and we'll have a technology out there for them as soon as we can. So I think it's amazing that such high-profile individuals are acknowledging that this is a global condition, and they've backed us as the team that's going to be able to deliver.
Tell us a little bit more about the timeline to apply the technology and what you see in terms of regulations in this industry as well.
Sure. With any medical implant, there's obviously some very strict regulations, and we're doing everything we can to show and demonstrate that it's safe and functional. We're currently, as I mentioned, doing a trial in the US. This trial will go for another couple of years, and that will then expand into what's called a pivotal trial, which is a larger trial with more people to gather more data and more evidence that it's safe for commercial sale. And we're hoping that within 5 years we'll be able to have a technology that can be supplied to those that need it or want it.
Tell us a little bit more about the technology, because this is very interesting in the fact that it's quite non-invasive, the way that you would actually put this into people and help them with mobility.
That's right. So we see safety as obviously one of the primary drivers of this technology, and the way that we're approaching this problem is to have a device that goes in through the jugular vein. So we're using vascular access, taking advantage of the blood vessels that already exist all around your head, and using these as a way to position the device near the motor cortex, which is the area of the brain that's responsible for movement. By doing this, and we're quite different to all the other technologies that are out there, we don't have to do invasive surgery. We're not removing some of the skull. We're not putting electrodes directly into the brain tissue itself. We're doing this in a very safe and simple way, in a way that has a huge number of endovascular or blood vessel style physicians around the States and around the globe that will be able to help us as we translate this into a commercial product.
Nicholas, what are the broader applications for this product when you get to the point of approval? And of course, the pivotal trials are going to be key for insurance coverage and profitability. Do you see this technology as changing the standard of care across many of these conditions, or is it an alternative?
I think it's both. I think certainly for people with paralysis, where there's not really other options, then yes, this will be the state of care for allowing people to use their minds to control external equipment. There's also technology that's being approved at the moment for people with epilepsy or Parkinson's disease, where electrical stimulation is used to suppress the tremor or suppress the seizure. We can access all of those positions with blood vessels. That's not our primary goal at the moment, but certainly by using the blood vessels as a way to get inside the skull and to interface with the brain, it provides a solution that is safe to treat a myriad of other conditions.
I suspect you're asked this question a lot, but can you give a comparison to your technology with Neuralink?
I think that technology, like a lot of the other brain-computer interfaces that are being researched at the moment, require this invasive surgery. They require removal of the skull. They require electrodes going into the brain. We don't have to do that, and I think that's one of the reasons the FDA has given us, as the only company so far, the the green light to go ahead with a human trial for a permanently implanted device. The other technologies don't have that, and I think that's largely because the safety risk of that invasive procedure is not desirable, and that's why we've come up with another solution.